morning and welcome. Well, I'm saying good morning because I know when this video was done and it was morning. So the purpose of this video is for you to get an idea of how to workshop an exercise. I particularly did this video first thing in the morning so you could see what it's like for me when I'm slow and getting warm. And just to give you permission to take your time into every single movement and to really investigate it and the different angles on your body, because that's really what this is about. So I'm going to just do the roll up in this exercise, and so here I am prepping for it, and I'm in a cross-legged pose, and what I'm trying to do right now is roll the front of my shins onto the floor. So I'm rolling down onto my back. So this is an important stretch I want you guys to get used to doing. And so it's two parts. Part one is getting your knee to your armpit. And part two is being able to get your palms, even if it's just one at a time, around your feet. That gives you a special feeling in terms of being able to connect through the back of your legs. And you'll need that feeling to fully learn how to elongate. So you'll see when I do it on this side over here, notice the shape of my torso, how my head and my shoulders and my ribs come up and my lats are engaged. And that's essentially the shape of the J curve. And so that's just important to note because, all of the shapes kind of work together. Like, so even in this kind of stretching warm up here, I'm going to scoop to try to hold things in place. And anytime I bend my torso, it's going to be a cinching of the rib cage, right? I'm going to pull my ribs in and up. So this posture right here is great for your the inside of your legs, and I'm actually going to take it a little bit further by putting a little bit of a back bend into it. You may try this kind of back bendy position against a medicine ball, your foam roller, or even like a stability ball. But to have the back arched and then to push the knees open, that's going to do a lot of great work to like really open up your hips. And hoping as you guys are listening to this video, you'll notice that I'm breathing a lot all the way through. That's a stretch of the neck, pulling on the back of the head. And then again, a feeling of like elongating the spine right here by pulling the knees in and up and letting the spine tuck. Okay, so this is the first exercise in Pilates. It's called the 100. Actually, I haven't taught this one yet, but this is a good way for you guys to see it. The body's in the J curve. The hardest part to do is what my hands are doing, which is staying rock hard straight from the wrist all the way to the shoulder. You got to pull your rib cage in and reach hard with your arms. It's actually a breathing exercise. So the idea of the exercise is that you're holding that hollowed out shape while you're inhaling and filling up your lungs, and you're exhaling and you're depressing everything out. Okay, so here's the first of the 5 roll-ups. So you can see I'm starting from the bottom of the body, my feet. Like here's me pressing out my toes, letting my knees go soft, shaking out my legs. Like the first part of this exercise is your grounding, which is coming in your legs. So the first time up, take your time, really feeling what needs to open up to let the knees be straight. You'll notice that to let your legs be straight, you actually have to use your quads. You really do have to pull up on your quads with your scoop. So you'll notice when I'm starting, particularly when I'm workshopping this exercise, I go down really, really slow. Okay, so here's me like saying, okay, we're going to focus on the scoop a little bit more. I want you to look at the shape of the spine. Notice how I'm not reaching my head to my toes. I'm actually pulling my ribs in and up and back. And I want my forehead to come, towards the floor and higher on my body than my knees. So I'm really trying to make a circle shape with the spine. That's the key part. And then you use your scoop and you press out with your legs and you roll all the way down. And your arms staying long and straight, that's literally part of how you get the upper back to curve. So in this one, you can really see how I'm pushing through the upper back and stretching and creating the curve by using my arms. The more your arms and your lats reach away from your shoulders, the more you can actually curve your spine. You want to reduce momentum. I know you see me swinging my arms up there, but you know, that's what you got to work on as you get better at this Pilates thing, being able to articulate up and down at the exact same pace. And you can see each one you just use the breathing, and you just keep getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And don't be afraid to shift. You don't have to be strict. I mean, your job is to get your hands past your toes and scoop your ribs in and get your head close to your knees. And you've got to reach out through the head as well. So that's the end of this. I think next I'm going to start to do the scissors, which is the next exercise. And then we lose this video. So I'll see you guys next time on the next workshop.